Hi, beautiful souls, and welcome to your reading. Today, we're going to be looking into what do your spirit guides or guardian angels have to share with you today. We have the choice of three piles, and I'll be going into depth, hopefully, to give you the most out of these messages that I can in a pick a card reading. So, for pile one, we do have over here an obsidian piece and a smoky quartz. For pile two, we have a rhodonite palm stone and a sorcerer's stone. For pile three, we have a limonite and a sunset aura quartz. Remember to pick based off your intuition and what crystals you're drawn to, because you're drawn to those energies for a reason. So, without further ado, all the timestamps will be down below, and I'll see you in a minute. Hi, Power One. For those of you who chose the smoky quartz or obsidian shard piece, today we're going to get into what your spirit guides or what your guardian angels have to share with you, and hopefully, get to the bottom of what they're trying to share, because this is interesting. I'm hearing this now. Power One, they've been trying to get your attention a lot lately. Like, I'm seeing, okay, big thing is I'm seeing numbers, and there's this thing with like a person always telling you the like right thing at the right time, or there's like this person, like you keep hearing people like say shit that you need to hear, but you might like overlook it until like a week later. Like I keep seeing that there's someone talking, but like there's an angel speaking in their ear, or like a guide, or whatever you want to believe in. The fucking spaghetti monster in the sky. The spaghetti monster in the sky is talking in their ear, and it's getting their attention. And it's like trying to get them to say like trigger words or keywords to like assist you. It's like there's a lot of synchronicities around you, or I don't even want to say synchronicities. It's more like you're actually kind of like being pushed or guided or directed like forcibly, which is a good thing. Like I don't see anything bad from it, especially with the smoky quartz and the obsidian shard piece. It's like you're very protected. I don't know if you're scared that like you're not protected, but the only like negative thing that's sort of in your energy or in your life at the moment is your own thoughts. Like it's kind of like that energy, because smoky quartz often like distills and sort of calms and tranquilizes negative thoughts or negative beliefs and patterns within the mind directed at the self. Whether it was caused by another person, which I guarantee it probably was, the point is more that there is like a belief or like a thought or a repetitive energy that's sort of playing itself out, and the universe is assisting you with that, and that's sort of the only negative thing. Like, so if you think that people are like coming after you or that you're not safe, it's like no, trust me, you really are. Obsidian is a really grounding stone. It gets you out of your head, and then smoky quartz, it like distills and I don't know if distills is the right word. It kind of like neutralizes. There we go. Neutralizes that negative energy. So yeah, that's kind of what I'm getting. There's also an energy of not being heard. Like I keep feeling like I'm not being heard. Like I'm trying to open up and talk to people, but they aren't paying attention to what I'm trying to say. They're only listening to the parts that they want to listen to. Which is like, I don't know, like maybe you just need to like take a break from these people. We'll look into it. So I've pre-pulled some oracle cards just to save time. And we'll get into it. We'll start with numerology. Teaching and learning in reverse. Yes. Okay. Change in reverse. Okay, yes. I told you, it's like the universe is forcibly making you go down a path or change or like do something. It's like you don't have a choice in this. And when change is in reverse, it's like saying that if you did have a choice, you probably wouldn't choose it. Like if there are drastic things happening in your life, like people leaving or things going, or like people showing their true color or whatever it is. The point is that things are happening to sort of catapult you or direct you in a certain direction. Apprehension. Moving into the world, doubt, fear. Yes, I told you, doubt, fear. I told you, you're stuck in your mind. There's that negative energy that you're replaying, that belief, that thought process, that's sort of holding you back from stepping out into the world and sharing yourself or your knowledge or sharing your voice. That's what it is. It's sharing your voice. That's what the guides have been trying to get your attention about. Sharing your voice. There's something to do with you're scared to do that because you don't think you'll be accepted or invited, or that there's a place for you on this earth. Because with teaching and learning in reverse and change, yeah, wow, that's very powerful. That is talking about that no matter what, you're going to end up where you're going to end up, and the universe is helping you. But wow, you just need to overcome yourself. Signs from heaven. Did I not say when I was channeling that they have been trying to get your attention heavily? They have been trying to like send you signs. And I told you, it's a guardian angel. It's your guardian angel. So you listening, whether or not you believe in guardian angels, don't get hung up on the angel part. The point is that there's a guardian, a spirit, something on the other side that cares enough to love you, that cares enough to guide you. And you're very connected to it. And it is trying to get your attention. Dreams are a big thing. White things are a big thing. I don't know why, but white things. So like maybe like white roses, feathers, white butterflies, like white things are a big thing. That's how they get your attention. There's something to do with that. They're trying to, again, get your attention to show you how you can sort of move past this, or how you're sort of moving in that direction without knowing. I keep hearing that you're moving there without knowing it anyway. We also have move your body. A big thing that I think will help you is to sort of move to get these energies in your body moving. Because again, obsidian shard pieces are great grounding pieces. They're very empowering to bringing yourself back into your body, of taking yourself out of the mind. And I think that's something you're being encouraged to do, is that if you did incorporate some sort of habit or ritual or routine where you got out of your mind and used your body, whether it's going for a walk in nature, yoga, stretches, journaling, just something, well, moving your body. So maybe like dance. I'm heavily feeling that if you move your body, you're gonna like get out of your mind and you're gonna start following your path a lot more trustingly. Or like a lot more, what's the word? Like, with a lot more faith. And then finally, we have inner child healing. Okay. I think a lot of this fear, apprehension, and doubt comes from people in your childhood not accepting you, holding space for you, or rejecting your intimate uniqueness. Because I think a big thing with you is that you have taught yourself to not wear your heart on your sleeve, in a way where it's like you show your uniqueness, or you show all of your cards and all of your energy at once, and you sort of hold it back. And that's where this apprehension comes from. You do it to protect yourself. This was a protection mechanism that you grew to save yourself from not receiving that motherly nurture in your childhood, because that motherly unconditional love and nurture was so absent that it affected you to the point where you had to protect yourself in your own ways, where you sort of overthought everything, where you sort of got caught up on the fear and doubt, because that was what protected you in childhood. That's what kept you out of the negative way. And then we have Aries reverse, which Aries is so funny that like we have the inner child here and then Aries, because Aries is the first, it's the birthing of the zodiac. It's the one who came first, right? They're the cardinals, they're the starters. We wouldn't have life if fire wasn't created, if passion didn't exist. We wouldn't have life, we wouldn't have purpose. And that's sort of what's coming up here, is that your purpose is heavily entrenched in your ability to listen to your inklings of what you're drawn to, or where you're sort of wanting to like push knowledge in. Sort of like there's this area of your life, or an area that you have knowledge in, that you're sort of wanting to push out new ideas and new motions. It could be like you have an understanding of like an intrinsic understanding of like DJing. You have this like new energy that you just want to show off, where it's like if you play these songs in this certain like order, it just it sort of evokes these emotions that are great for like connecting with people. Like, you know what I mean? Like it's something like that. Or like you have words that are so poetic and so powerful that you need to share. Like it's sort of like you're going to be a leader in this area, but you don't believe in yourself, and you get very frustrated with yourself, and you turn your anger towards yourself. There's also this energy of not acknowledging or being angry at the parent who failed you. You need to sort of express that, because otherwise it's always going to be stuck in you, and you're always going to blame yourself, because you're way too heavily critical, especially with the solar plexus in reverse. Again, you don't believe you're capable, or you don't believe you can achieve whatever this is, and that's what your angels and guides are sort of sharing here today. Again, there is that energy, I do just want to reiterate it, of that frustration that comes up for self. I think this frustration also comes from, I keep getting like identity issues. Because again, the Aries is the ruler of the first house. It's the house of the self. It rules the things that came first, and how we sort of evolve in childhood, right? In childhood, because the zodiac is representative of childhood, if you didn't know. It represents the ages from 1 to 12. The 12 houses are 12 signs. So the first house is like how we develop ourself and the ego and who we are and our identity. You had that stumped when you were little, because you were told you couldn't do that, or you couldn't invest in that, or you couldn't like that, or that, it was bad. There is this energy of that your identity was stumped, and you aren't sort of blaming the person who did that to you, which is sort of why you're getting hung up, or you're struggling to sort of let that be seen, or let that be shown. So that's sort of what's coming up for you. Because you know what? You're very capable of doing this thing. Because when cards come out, even if they are reversed, you can turn it upright. It's only a matter of time. You can turn it upright. The thing with this is that with Aries upright and solar plexus upright, in time, you're going to come into your own belief of self and your own self-confidence, and you're going to lead and pioneer this area, which your angels keep like, giving you signs about. But with it reversed right now, there's a lot of frustration and a lot of lack of confidence or self-belief, and a lot of self-blame, which is sort of getting in the way of you sharing your identity and self. Wow, very powerful. I hope that makes sense, Pile 1. I'm sort of going to round off your reading with 1 or 2 tarot cards, but I feel like I got to the meat of it by channeling and then sharing that. So I hope that makes sense, and I hope that sort of assists you. So let's see. I'm using this deck because it, that's too many, Spirit. I'm using this deck because it reminds me of angels. You can't see the deck right now, sorry. But it is a very angelic deck. I rarely ever use it, honestly. I rarely ever use it. That's funny, I saw that one earlier. I rarely ever use it. That's crazy, yeah, okay. You have some sort of knowledge, and the thing is that you're going to share it with the world. But it's up to you to sort of come into that, because what I'm seeing is I'm focusing on the centaur in the back. I'm focusing on the centaur in the back. And what I'm seeing in that is that with the Two of Wands and what it represents of like homecoming, you sharing your gift or your ideas or your energy with the world, it's sort of like your direction is based on your ability to sort of fine tune and listen to your gifts or to listen to your knowledge. Because it's going to take some time, but you're doing it. You're already doing it. It may be like a journey of like the next 2 months. You sort of like learn and heal through this, or like you learn about your abilities and knowledge, and then you start to believe in it and work on it, and then you share it. But what I'm sort of seeing is that right now is a time of retreating, or sort of like staying to yourself, or, you know, I don't want to say sitting in the shadows, because you're allowed to stand in the limelight. You're meant to. You're here to shine. But what I do want to say is that now is a great time to sort of reflect and internalize and to work through a lot of things. Especially with the Knight of Wands. Rushing ahead right now into decisions or journeys. Yeah, look, I pulled the Hangman. Okay, yeah. Six of Swords reverse, and then rushing ahead into new projects, new ventures, new ideas right now may not be your best foot forward. It may not be the best idea, and Spirit's going to stop you, because look, I'm seeing the eagle. I'm staring at the eagle, and the eagle represents spirit. It represents the divine incarnation of angels or beings of high sentience, sort of coming onto earth and being the guides, the leaders. What I'm seeing here is that Spirit will stop you, so you don't have to worry about you messing up or you doing something bad. Spirit will like sort of guide you and like hold you accountable and put you in your place. Not in a bad way, just like, you know, make you deal with the things that you need to deal with. But it's very important that you sort of don't step forward into anything big until you've dealt with this or sort of addressed it, because not that anything bad will happen, not that you can't. Again, I don't want to say that you can't, but you're being heavily advised to step back from it, because you may burn yourself out, or you may cause yourself way too much stress. That's sort of what I'm getting. And you also may not believe in yourself and hurt yourself even more. Like you may like tear yourself down. That's sort of what I'm getting. I hope that makes sense, Power 1. I think that's all for your reading today. I think I'll pull a chakra love card. Yes, I want to see what chakra needs a bit of love. So if you're enjoying this reading before I pull this card and this is resonate, please leave a like on the video. It does help. It does help. It gets me out there. It shares my beautiful messages with beautiful souls just like you. It helps people like you connect to more people like you as well. So in the comments section, you know, you might connect to someone. We have grounding. I can't make this shit up. I told you. I channel directly from source. You need to sort of ground and come back to your roots, to sink deep into them, to listen to your heart, to listen to your purpose. I just want to take a moment to ground myself, because I want to really hone in on the message of grounding, because a lot of people sort of struggle to like give an accurate meaning of grounding, and I want to give you my meaning of grounding. Grounding to me represents the ability to return or to listen to self without any interferences. It represents the ability to be ever present in the current moment, not focusing on the future or dwelling on anxieties or hurts of the past. Grounding is when you're able to see it for what it is and to understand that your past doesn't create your future, and that your future isn't an escape from your present, right? It's sort of returning to yourself, listening to your desires, your heart, your emotion, but not getting caught up in the pain, the narratives, or the stories that your mind feeds you. And you're sort of being asked to take that first foot forward into healing that area of your life, because guess what? It takes multiple years. It takes multiple years. I haven't mastered it, but I sure as hell have, you know, sledgehammered a good chunk of it. And I'm sort of understanding and learning every day about what grounding means and how important grounding is and how not being present can take away from your life. And, you know, something I just want to say, because this is such an important message to me. You doing things you don't want to do, no one's going to congratulate you. No one's going to be there on your deathbed being like, congratulations, you did that thing you didn't want to do. Good job. You know, like there is this energy also of just like doing things that you don't want to do. And I just wanted to share that with you. And as you ground, you're sort of going to listen to that and not do things like that. And that's how you're going to know you're returning to self and listening to yourself and loving yourself. All right, my power ones. I hope that makes sense. I'm sending you all so much love and light. Until we meet again. Mwah. Bye. Hi, Power 2, and welcome to your reading of what do your spirit guides, spiritual team, or guardian guides have to share with you today. What type of messages do they have? For those of you who chose the Sorcerer's Stone and Rhodonite, I'm going to start channeling messages now. I've also got some music playing in the background. I might turn it down a little. And I must confess. Why is that song on? Anyway, there's a spiritual meaning behind that because I started singing. So let me just figure that one out. Let me channel. Oh, what do you want to say? There's power in being vulnerable. There's power in being vulnerable. I keep hearing that. There's like this energy of you're trying to hide your vulnerability or you're trying to put up a front that you're stronger than you actually are. But in doing that, you're invalidating a lot of feelings and you're kind of explaining away feelings I'm picking up. Like you're kind of like intellectualizing situations and feelings like, yeah, that was bad, but it's worse for other people. Like that's just an example. It could be way worse or way less severe. The point is that you're sort of invalidating yourself. And that's a big thing that's coming through because you're scared of being vulnerable. Even if it isn't a conscious fear, it's like, I always need to present strong. I always need to present like I have things together. I always need to present like everything's okay, everything's good. And even if it isn't, and maybe you do talk about some things that are a bit like not going so well with your friends, but you still don't open up about the drastic or the nature of everything that's going down. It's like there is this protection that you've picked up. Because look at this black engulfing the pink and then the black's trying to take over the pink. Like I'm picking up there, it's like this, there's this protection that you're trying to engulf over your feminine, your female side, to protect yourself because your vulnerabilities and your emotions were invalidated by probably family because Rhodonite rules the mother. Rhodonite is known as the nurturer, the reparenting stone, particularly to do with feminine energies. And then with the Sorcerer's Stone, that is like one of the strongest manifesting stones. So you manifested this exterior, this front, this sort of protection, this guise, and you sort of break it. I think you've started breaking it down, or like there's an element of like you understand you can't keep doing this because it's like the cracks in the pink are like you're cracking the facade. Like see how, you know, the pink's coming through. It's sort of like you're cracking that down. And that's sort of what's coming up. Anything else? We'll move on to cards. Okay, I'm picking up water energy as well. So you could have heavy water placements or you just really resonate with water or water like... I'm seeing that you could use water to heal people. Like, I'm seeing like water benders. It's so weird, I know. Listen, I'm seeing that you could use water to work through your emotions. Like if you talked and open up to water, or if you used water to cleanse and clear yourself. Like there's an energy of you should utilize water because you're heavily connected to it. You guys could be Mintucken starseeds, which are essentially, I'm pretty sure Mintucken was destroyed. I'm not pretty sure, I know it was, or at least that's what they say. You should look into starseeds if you're interested in starseeds, but like Mintucken's coming up, Sirius, and Andromedan. So those three starseeds you could resonate with, or they are very important as in they have lessons, and if you Google the lessons that those starseeds have, you will probably learn something from it. So let's get into your cards, because I'm picking up, yeah, Intuition Reverse. That's the water energy that I was picking up. Give me more by Brittany. More. And then Amethyst, yes. Okay. We'll put that there. That's 26. Take note of that, Zach. We have 26 and 22. This is going to talk about relationships today, it seems. So what messages do your guides have for you? Your angels, your guardian angels, your spiritual team. What do they have? Trust your vibe. Okay. You're not listening to your intuition about some sort of... Interesting. Wait, that's a partnership. I want to get... Yeah, look, oh my god. Okay. I think you're ignoring yourself about some sort of partnership. Like, I don't think you're listening to, like, the truth of a situation. Because Trust Your Vibes was in reverse when I pulled it out before, but I turned it upright. And then we have Intuition Reverse. Like, both of the intuition cards are reversed. This is talking about that there is something, like, your intuition is trying to tell you about your relationship or a friendship or a relationship in general that you're kind of not listening to. Let me see what it is. Gathering. I think you may be overthinking something, and it's like tuning you out of your intuition. I think that's what's happening here. I think you're overthinking a partnership or a friendship or a love situation, and it's like taking away from your ability to tap into it, to enjoy it, to love it, to share in it. because you're sort of not understanding that what you're perceiving as intuition, right, are these scattered, scary thoughts that are controlling you through fear and doubt. It's like fear and doubt is controlling or ruling your crown chakra right now, because I have crown chakra over here. And what you're sort of needing to listen to or to sort of heal that area is to spend time either in nature or connecting to nature itself, which is that water I was picking up on, the miracle of nature. You're kind of being asked to tap into that energy, to sort of either spend time connecting to it. It could be even with crystals, it could be with pot plants, whatever it is, spend time connecting to it or meditating or sort of stilling your mind, right? Because the sort of lesson that I'm picking up here, especially with nature showing up, is like, plants are present. Plants aren't worrying about the future or scared of the past. Plants are present, and that's something I want to share with you, is that Pile 1 sort of had this theme of grounding, but I think it's more than grounding for you guys. I think it's understanding and tuning into your power of your connection to nature and how you can use it to sort of heal yourself and to heal your mind. Because you're like projecting past issues or past scenarios onto your future relationships, which is what's messing you up. It's sort of like messing up your mind. And it's sort of making you either close off or not sort of network and connect with people, or like there's this goodbye you're saying to people right now, because gatherings can often mean like, I'm seeing this energy of like sending people off. I think you're going to have to send a lot of people off in your life to sort of heal this, because I don't think you can heal it with these people in it. And this could be I'm focusing on friends. I think this is more focused to friends. I think there's some friends who don't add to this area of your life, or they don't know how to comfort you or assist you, or there is this, and not that it's their job. I don't want to make you think that's their job and you should seek people who only want to heal and fix you. I'm trying to let you know that these people can't give to you in a way that's beneficial to yourself and your soul and your direction and path. And you're sort of being asked to let go of these friends and say your goodbye and sort of have your final gathering and let them go. Because again, I'm returning to the plant ideology that I was saying, like plants aren't worried about the future and they aren't scared of the past happening again. Like plants are living in the present, and that's sort of what you're being asked to do, because you're letting, again, your fears and doubts rule you, which is affecting your intuition. It's affecting your ability to listen. And then what are you waiting for came on. Interesting. Let me just see if there's anything else I need to pick up on. Amethyst, transformation, certainty, confidence, and then gatherings was on top of it. Yeah, this is heavily about you releasing relationships. And it's like time to release them, because you've been ignoring your intuition about it. It's like you don't want to release them because you're scared of being alone. I think it's scared of being alone, because with the crown chakra showing up, it's like if you're alone, then your thoughts like scare you, or you're too scared of your own thoughts. And I think you're also acting like, no, I don't need to remove or get rid of these people, or like say goodbye, because I'm strong enough to take it on. Like even though they're like very toxic or low vibrational in the sense that they can't assist you, they really do take away from your energy. They take away from your energy, and that's why you're being asked to spend time in nature, because you're going to learn to sort of come back to yourself. You're going to learn to keep your energy to yourself. Like you don't see a flower offering. You don't see when someone walks by the flower being like, pick me, pick me, pick me, like the flower's like, I'm growing, I'm living, I'm sharing my petals, my pollen, my beauty with the world. And if people want to pick me, they can. There's sort of this energy of either attaching to people out of scarcity of being alone. And that's sort of what's coming up. Like you're scared of being with yourself. And that's what this like harsh exterior comes from. It's like, you're petrified of yourself. You protect yourself from yourself. That's deep. So I'm going to pull a couple tarot cards, see if we can maybe hone in on the message. Interesting. Pile 2 had that. Pile 1 had that, but they had it upright. That card. 2 of Wands. Give me a moment. 6 of Pentacles. Yeah, you need to start giving to yourself. Jesus. Your $1 million contract. Yeah, 2 of Cups reversed. The Empress. 2 of Swords. Okay. Seriously, 2 of Swords reversed, that's another card saying ignoring your intuition. That's like ignoring yourself. Interesting that came out. The vibe from these cards is very like, you not seeing that if you started giving to yourself the way that you gave to other people, you would be able to heal a lot of issues pertaining to energy not being rectified or given to you. There is this energy of needing to understand that your crops are your crops and that other people don't inherently have access to those crops. And that doesn't mean that you have bad people around you and that I'm saying like you have to be so defensive and like think that everyone has your worst interests at heart and that you can't trust anyone. What I am trying to highlight is that there are people that you understand and see them for, that you know that they cannot beneficially give to your life in a positive way, or when they do, they drain you, right? Like even though they're giving to you in a positive way, they're draining you. And there is this energy of needing to cut it off, needing to say no more, goodbye. Because they can't go with you on your path anyway. Like, you know that. You know in like 2 years' time, you're going to have to say goodbye to them anyway. But it's like, you're putting it off because, again, you're scared of being alone, or you're trying to pretend that you have things more together than you do. And that's fine. That is fine, because you had to do it to protect yourself. But now you're kind of being told to let your guard down, to sort of heal or pay attention to that part of yourself. And it's that analogy of like the flower, pick me, pick me, pick me. I don't think you're attracted to these people because of negative reasons, like you're a bad person or anything. Seriously, you aren't. You're attracted to these energies because it means that you aren't alone. It means that you aren't left with your own thoughts. It means that you aren't left with your own energies. I think that's all that's coming through right now. I'm going to go into, because you guys were starseeds, I'm going to use my starseed deck. I used the love chakra deck for my other pile, but I'm heavily picking up you guys are starseeds, so I'm going to pull some starseed cards for you. But while I do that, it is very important. It is very important that I share with you, if you are resonating with this reading, if you are loving it, if you feel like this has helped you in any way or assisted you, please feel free to leave a like. It does help me. It helps me attract more people like you, more beautiful souls, so that you can connect to them, so that I can connect to them, so that I can get these messages out to beautiful souls just like you. So, Spirit, closing out cards, love. Live your truth and share the love that is in your soul. Live your truth and share the love that is within your soul. I'm going to pull one more because I have a feeling there's one more that wants to come out. I'm taking this one. Actually, no, there's two more. And I'm picking based off the backs. This one. Oh, wow. That's very... I didn't even see that. Look, it's two people. That's so amazing. Okay. And then we had love. I only saw that side. I didn't see there was a second person. And then the full moon, I guess. I guess that's a moon. It looks like chakras, though, inside of the moon. I'll show that to the camera. There you go. Let's flip them. Inner world. Oh, that makes sense. Your external world is a reflection of your inner world. And reflection. Oh my God. See all aspects of yourself through the reflection of the one who mirrors your hidden self. So there's this energy of that you reflect energies towards people, or that you see yourself a lot in other people. The problem is that as you see yourself in other people, you're sort of projecting what you want to see or what you want to get out of that person, right? Like you're projecting this like, oh, I see this like loving nurturer being just like me in that person. But the thing that you're not understanding is that that person struggles to express it because they've been through so much trauma relating to that when they shared love, they would be hurt, you know? Like, so in that, they aren't actually stepping in that energy currently. It's like you see people better than what they are. It's like you project onto them what you want. Again, you're attaching to them. You're attaching to them in the sense that you're looking for what you want, and you're doing it so that you're not alone. It's like you keep attaching to people and causes, and you're kind of being asked to share that love with yourself. That love that you give so freely to others. Spend some time alone, cut some ties, seriously isolate, and not in the sense that you can't talk to people, just pull back the hours maybe. Maybe, you know, I can't go out this week once a month because I'm spending time journaling, you know? Like, there's this energy of needing to understand that what you see in other people, you have in yourself, but you may already be like on a different stage than them. Like, you may have already been able to express this love, and then you're just seeing something in them that you want to see. So be careful with that. That's sort of like Spirit saying, hey, be careful with this. Like, we love you. We want you to see this for what it is. But I do see that there's some sort of party coming up for you. 9 of Swords, some sort of party. Maybe, okay, listen to your intuition. Maybe don't go to this party, because I'm seeing that these people or this party may not be the best for your mental health. There's some sort of energy of like, I don't know, they're like judging what you think or how you feel. Or there's some sort of gathering, like maybe it's a celebration or networking thing. I don't know. There's some sort of energy of like, Don't let other people's opinions affect you. What's that thing? It's a phrase. Give me a sec. Observe, don't absorb. Observe, don't absorb. So if you do go to an event like this, I'm not saying that you can't. Please don't think that I'm telling you how to live your life. Listen to your fucking self, please. Like, if there's anything you take away from this reading, if you ignore all of this, just let it be that. Listen to yourself. What I am trying to share with you, though, is that there's this energy of, like, observe, don't absorb. Understand that these people are cutting you with their tongue because they have their own issues. They have their own shit going on. They have their own projections. They want to cut you because they've been cut. And that's sort of what's coming up. They're sort of, like, I think you have quite a bit emotionally immature people around you. But please, if you don't resonate with that and you think people around you are amazing, ignore that. But I am picking up, like, an emotionally immature, there is, like, a sense of a group that's a bit emotionally immature that you're being advised to sort of distance or step away from. And yeah, I hope that makes sense. I'm sending you so much love, Pile 2s. Until we meet again. Wait, what song is playing? What? Ain't No Other Man. Interesting. So you may actually be in a relationship, Pile 2. You may actually be in a relationship with someone who, like, takes care of you pretty well. So don't get this energy confused with that, maybe, because we did have love partnerships showing up, but I think it's how you interact in relationships. But either way, I'm sure you know. Trust your intuition, because you know. Listen, you know. It's just that you don't want to know. I'm sending you so much love again. Goodbye, my Pile 2s. This time for real. Bye, 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 bye. Bye. Hi, Pile 3, and welcome to your reading of what do your spirit guides, your angels, your spiritual team, the fucking spaghetti monster in the sky, what sort of messages does the other side have for you in terms of guidance? For those of you who chose the sunset, aura, quartz, and limonite, let me just channel the messages. This, what is that? It's like, it's to do with, is it spending habits? Okay, there's something to do with, like, a spending habit or some sort of, like, material money that you could be using on yourself, but you're not using it on yourself. It's like you're using it to avoid using it on yourself. Like, I keep getting that. Like, you have this idea or this energy or this sort of direction where it's like you want to put it into something, but then you don't end up doing it. Like, you always don't end up doing it. Like, you convince yourself out of it. Like, I feel like I'm talking myself off a ledge, but, like, this ledge is a good thing. Like, if I jumped off this ledge, I would land into, like, my dreams, or, like, maybe not my dreams. I'd land into a different scenario, a different situation. I don't think it's life-changing, but it's definitely the energy of, like, there's somewhere where your money could go, or your material abundance, where it's like you want to put it, but you don't end up putting it because you're scared to. And so you buy comfort things. It's like you buy things that light you up and make you happy, which isn't a bad thing. I'm not advising against it. What I am trying to say, though, is that you're kind of avoiding yourself. You're avoiding what you're wanting. And you're just using comfort things to, like, tell yourself that you're okay and happy when, like, you really kind of want more. You know? Material girl! Let's get into your cards. So, I've pre-pulled some oracle cards, hope you don't mind. Synchronicity, yeah, so you may have been told about this before. Creativity. Remembrance, resurfacing your past feelings and emotions. Interesting. Let me just see. I don't think... By the way, guys, please don't hate me if these aren't straight on the camera that I'm recording on. Connect with music. Okay. Yeah. So you've had some sort of creative block. I'm fairly certain my Pile 3s are my musicians. They are my spiritualists who use creativity to channel. They are beings who are here to sort of give the world something to heal with. Like, I keep saying, like, you're here to experience pain so that other people don't have to experience it as bad. Like, I keep hearing that. Like, you're here to go through these emotional shit so that you can write about it, talk about it, share about it, think about it, so that other people don't have to get stuck on it the way that you did, when you had no one who you could relate or assist you with. Because it seems to be that there's a lot of, like, past feelings and emotions coming up. The reason is because the universe is trying to get you to channel it into your work. They're trying to get you to either write shit or sing shit. Like, I don't know. They're trying to get you to do something with it. Especially with synchronicity and creativity. You could be perceiving yourself as having, like, a creative block, but it could just really come from you not speaking. Like this creative block could be you not expressing yourself or listening. Because like connect with music and Gabriel, Archangel Gabriel ruling the throat, the speaking chakra, the music chakra. Are you kidding me? You guys definitely are my writers, my poets, my musicians, my spiritualists who are here to share stories and love. You've been getting a lot of messages about how you need to sort of just express your voice and let it be out. Like if you feel like waking up and screaming and being loud, just be loud and scream. If you know, what am I feeling? There's like you don't want to write it down because you're so scared. Like you're scared of addressing it. Like the reason you aren't using your creativity and channeling these emotions and things is because you're scared of like revisiting it. But the thing is that as you revisit it, you're going to deal with it and then empower other people. It's really beautiful what you're here to do. And then romance and connections. Oh my gosh. I think you may be having some sort of romance come up very soon. Let me just quickly check with my goddess cards or my magic cards. Nope, that's too many. Spirit, quickly. Protection and triple moon, embracing or okay. This is talking about that you're actually sort of making like connections with yourself, the things that you wouldn't do because you're like, no, I need a partner, or like, I don't want to do it when I'm alone. You're sort of like starting to take care of yourself in the way that you would with a partner. And this is coming up because it's actually going to empower and help you in your work. Embracing all aspects of the divine and the earthly. Protection. This could also talk about a divine relationship entering your life. Or that you're going to sort of heal family stuff. Because with protection and then romance, and then let me pull out my other cards. This is my personal deck. Hi. She's very beautiful, I know. She's called the Blank Space Oracle. She is a she. Okay. Yeah, there is this energy of like, it could be with family, processing and using family narratives to help you connect. And it's going to like sort of bring you closer to yourself. And it's also going to bring you closer to some love, some sort of love. Because I think there's love like around you, or like someone who's very interested in you, or it's about to come into your life, like if it's not there already. And I think this relationship is going to make you feel safe enough to express all these things and to sort of use your creativity in such a powerful way. With the root chakra, Cancer, Ophiuchus, and Hungering Void in reverse, that's a very, very good sign. This is talking about that you have healed some sort of habit where you wouldn't be able to control your mind, where it would run rampant and would sort of like give you false narratives or sort of not allow you to see things clearly, or your ego would come up and you would be hurt and then you wouldn't be able to interact with that person because you'd be like, fuck them, fuck what they say. Like, you know what I mean? Like there's that energy that you're healing and you're sort of centering yourself with the root chakra here. Your angels and guides just sort of want to come through and congratulate you. Like I feel like I need to congratulate you because it has been a hot minute since you've congratulated yourself or you've received validation. Like, whew, congratulations. Like seriously, you've done a lot. You are such a powerful being, and like although there are more things coming up, that doesn't mean that you haven't done enough or that you aren't good enough. It just means that this is a new area that you're sort of needing to hit with a hammer and break down, and it's going to sort of unlock what you've been waiting for, what you've been wanting, you know. Don't mind me spitting accidentally, a little spit. Maybe you guys, never mind. I was gonna say, maybe you guys like being spat on. Like, what the fuck? I don't know why I said that. There is this energy of like being very childlike and joking around and juvenile that's coming to the forefront of your being, and you're being encouraged to tune into that. Keep going with that. Insightful, inquisitive. Yeah, loyal, protective. You're very protected. Again, I just want to say you're very protected. Don't think that you're doing anything wrong, that you're on the wrong path. You're doing very great. You're doing very great. I'm on a ride. Your toxic tongue slipping under. Oh, as toxic comes on, and then talking about toxic tongue, and then I spat on the cards talking about spit. Fucking think you're gonna be French kissing someone soon. Two of Swords reverse. The King of Wands. Yeah, there is a male. There is a masculine energy. Sorry, I don't mean male. When I say things like male, I do not mean gender or pronouns. When I share that, I'm tapping into an energy that I have very specific keywords and very specific narratives that I tie to the male energy or to the masculine energy. And that's why I say it. So please, I hope I do not trigger anyone. So if your partner is non-binary, if you are LGBTQ, they're of the same gender, they are going to be a very fiery leader, very leadership-orientated person. They're going to be someone who's probably very well-traveled. They're going to be older than you. I'm seeing darker skin, so maybe for a lot of you, they are going to be someone with darker skin. I'm seeing like a darker complexion. I'm getting like Hispanic vibes, very Latinx, very along those lines. I think they do have very like important roots in ancestors. That's something I keep hearing. Your angels have been trying to get your attention about love, I guess. They have very important roots to do with ancestors, and I have the 2-2 here. So I think you may have already met this person, or you're talking to this person actively. It's very much... It could be very much Sag vibes, but I'm getting all fire signs. I don't think there's one fire sign. Primarily Aries and Sag, but Leo obviously is there too. 2 of 1. Yeah, I think you may have already met this person, but you sort of shrugged them off, or you didn't. Yeah, because look, I'm staring at the person in the background. It's like they watch you from afar, but you may have shrugged them off as you sort of went to move forward. And they may like keep in contact, like touch and go, but yeah, you don't listen to your intuition, because I think your intuition has told you before, hey, I think this person like kind of likes me. Or a friendship with this person would be very beneficial for both of us in expressing ourselves. Because what I'm seeing at the very least is that a relationship itself, whether friendship, platonic, or romantic, is coming into your life, and it's going to help you express yourself and your creativity and your passion. And it's going to help you listen to yourself. And I think you've kind of already met them. Or if you haven't already met them, look, I'm not getting the vibe that they're coming back. If you have already met them, they're sort of already in your life. Just maybe you don't talk to them all the time. This is not an ex coming back. You little toxic readers out there. This is not an ex coming back. Trust me, I'm reading. This is someone either you're about to meet, imminent, so they're in your energy field, and you're gonna kind of shrug them off as like, whatever, whoever they are, like, or they're in your energy field and you sort of like, haven't given them the energy that they're giving you in their mind. I hope that makes sense. I'm going to pull what? Starseed? Okay. I think you guys are starseeds. What am I getting? I'm getting Pleiades starseed, so you're probably from the Pleiades. I'm getting Lyra, and I'm getting Arcturian. Lyra, Arcturian, and Pleiades. So you could resonate with any of these concepts, or they just have messages of learning for you. So let's pull from this deck. And as I'm shuffling, sorry, I'm just going to put these down so I can channel messages. As I'm shuffling, if you're feeling like this reading's resonating with you, if you feel like it helped you or is making sense, please feel free to hit the like button. It helps me connect with more beautiful souls just like you. And it also helps beautiful souls just like you find me. So please do feel free to do that if you are so drawn to. Let's see. Since You've Been Gone came on by Kelly. So you could be still hung up on like an ex or an ex energy, or like someone who very much hurt you and traumatized you in a relationship is sort of still plays on your mind, and not in the sense that you're attached to them and like, oh my God, I want to be back together with them. Like it could be like just what they did to you just comes up a lot. And the reason why maybe this person hasn't aligned or came into your life yet, or why they haven't stepped forward, is because you're still focused on that energy and the universe is waiting for you to play it out first. That's something I just heard then. Thank you, Kelly. Thank you, Kelly Clarkson. I'm so moving. Yeah. Strength. Ooh, yes. And then the tiger here. Courage. Tiger is one of your spirit animals, so look up the lessons of the tiger. What lessons does tiger have? Inner world, strength, and courage. Okay, yep. The life that you want comes from you having the courage, the determination, the power, to sort of overcome your inner world, to overcome your inner turmoil. That's sort of what's coming up here, is like, you've done a lot of the work, now it's just time to like be courageous and step up and just do it. Just do it. I'm surprised, honestly, in my playlist, Gwen Stefani, What Are You Waiting For didn't come on. But there is this energy of, the only thing that's like waiting for you to step forward is you being strong enough to do it and to believe. And that's sort of what I'm getting here about your creative endeavors and channeling and using your pain to help so many people, because that's kind of like what you're so drawn to do. You're so beautiful. You're such a beautiful soul. Wow. Thank you so much, my pile threes. I hope that made sense. I'm sending you so much love and light. Mwah. Until we meet again. Bye.